Hello everybody, welcome back to Neoquest 2. So we just got into Fairyland, starting Act 5 now. We have this, we're in the Northern Watchtower. Got a lot of people to talk to here. So let's go ahead and do that. State your business, civilian. We're adventurers, we're here to help. He eyes you carefully, he says. You don't look like spies. I'll take a chance and trust you. Don't make me regret that choice. You'd best go inside and talk with Captain Okara. She can spare time to talk. We can't. He turns back to watching outside. Alright. I guess this person's going to say pretty much the same thing. Who are you? We're adventurers. We're here to help. Can't imagine how you'd end up here, but go on inside and talk to Captain Okara. She'll know what to do. Yep, okay. Alright, what about this person right in the middle? Captain Okara. What do you want, civilian? We don't have time for idle chatter. We're adventurers. We're here to help. What's happening in Fairyland? Adventurers, eh? We certainly could use your help. Strange monsters are invading Fairyland, and all the dark fairies have begun to rebel. Invasion? Rebellion? Who's behind all this? We're not positive yet. Communications with Fairy City have been cut off for days, and we can't get close enough to find out who, if anyone, is organizing the attacks. We've got our hands full just keeping this watchtower from falling to the enemy. What kinds of enemies are attacking you? Mostly dark fairies, all different kinds. Even some of the Eries have gone over to the enemy and are fighting against us now. There have been mercenaries, recruited from who knows where. She shakes her head and sighs. Some in the guard have to have seen bizarre creatures made of cloud, they said. I don't know if I believe it, but these days anything's possible. So how can we help? If you can make your way to Fairy City and find out what's going on, that would help us immensely. A lot of the cloud roads have been destroyed in the fighting, so you'll have to go around to the south and take the Bridge of Mist to Fairy City. Hopefully it's still usable. You can explore this tower if you like. Any of the guards will be happy to assist you in whatever way possible. Oh, and if you need to rest, talk to Kalam over there. He's our quartermaster and can find you a room. Alright. So we are going to help these guys with their problems. You got a couple of guys down here. Those are guards, so I'm assuming they're just going to say basically what the people up there said. Let's see what items we got here. So these are 4,000 each. So let's think about this, because I definitely need to stack up on more potions. So we got the Royal Sword, which is 64 damage. So it's a little bit better, and it doesn't have the stunning strike, so I probably do want that one. Let's just go ahead and buy that. Disciplined 1 isn't important. Stonewood Longbow is 45 damage. So that's a 5 increase. No, that's a 2 increase. So not great. Oh wait, we're not actually equipped with this. Because I didn't want the multiple targets to go down, I'm guessing. Or, no, I just got this. I didn't even look at these yet. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's go look at these. I forgot to look at the ones we got from the Esophager. Okay, so I do want to equip that though. But yeah, let's look at these other ones. Yeah, I do want to equip this for sure. We lose the multiple targets, but it'll be okay for a little bit. Yeah, I don't want that. Still, this is a definite upgrade. And then, what else did we get? The Moonplate Tunic, which is a good upgrade also. So we got a lot of stuff we can sell also. Let's just go ahead and sell some of that so we can see how much money we're left with. Keeping that Father Sword for the last battle. Walnut Longbow, sell that. Staff of Reverence, yeah, definitely don't want that. Nothing, we definitely don't want the healing to go down. That's just slightly worse. Tunic. That's definitely worse. It's interesting how most of the defensive items never really have negative sides. And then we got this one, and then we should be all good. Whoops, I meant to look at his inventory. All right. So what do we need? Stonewood longbow. It's only 2 increase, probably not important. The staff, it's a 3 increase, but you know, Velm doesn't really do damage. The plate is 64, so not a huge increase. And this has some nice buffs. Defense 27, not that much. 45, not that much. 50 is a lot, so we'll do that one. All right, so we'll go ahead and equip Velm with that, and then we can sell his previous armor. And now we will go find the potion person, because that's where we want to really spend our money today. We have a lot of people to talk to here, so let's go see what they got to say. Guardswoman. This war is crazy. Where did all these dark fairies come from? I don't know. Heard any rumors? A couple, but they're crazy mostly. Corrupted fairies, mechanical side bunnies. I even heard that the dark fairies are using babas as soldiers. Maybe some of it's true, but it's just crazy. I mean, have you been outside? Pretty sure that's all happening. I heard there was an enormous dragon behind the whole thing. Only dragon I know is a snow ager. Is he a dragon? Huh. And he lives down on Terror Mountain, so it can't be him. Like, Avisne there says, crazy talk. Are you sure it's just a rumor? Can't be sure of nothing these days. You'd ask me a month ago, I'd have said that, sure, I have said I was sure Fairyland could never be invaded. Shows what I knew, eh? Snow Eater is a dragon, huh? I mean, I definitely don't think he's like a dragon. Maybe like a wyvern or something. I don't know the difference exactly. But I always just thought he was like a big worm. I guess I never really thought about it too much. Guard Cook Gustano. Oh, here's our potion guy. So we got 80% resurrection now. So that's nice. So it doesn't really matter too much, because once you resurrect them, like, Velm heals them in battle. So I'm not too hung up on that. Maybe buy like 2 of them. We'll see how much money we have once we buy these other stuff, because it's still loading. I definitely want some of those damage potions, because those are really good. Can probably just go ahead and max on those. Damage potions are so cheap. And then slowing potions, 70% is really good. We could probably just max those out too, honestly. Haste. I wanted a little bit more haste last time. Maybe I will just buy some just to have them, because during one of the fights, the esophagus fight, I think it was, I wanted Velm to be hasted more because he was not getting enough turns in. So I think that should be good though. Let me just look at the Jelly Neo map I have pulled up here, see if there's anybody else worth talking to. First floor looks like we're all set. I don't think that there's really anything else to talk about. Well, there's one guy here we can talk to who will give us a little bit more information about the next boss, it looks like. Whoops. Guardsman Kosik. Shh, don't tell anyone I'm back here. I'm hiding. Is it Kugura? What are you hiding from? The fallen angel. So this is the boss I was talking about that I think you have to fight like 3 times. Who's the fallen angel? I don't know. She came to me in my dream last night and told me to betray my friends. It was so real. I don't want to be near others now. I'm afraid I might do something awful to them. Are you sure it wasn't just a dream? I'm sure. This morning when I looked out the window, I saw a dark shape flying through the air. It was far away, but I swear, when I looked closer at it, I could see it looking back. it gave me the shivers. So I'm not moving from this spot. All right. So let's move on here. We're getting to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if I'm gonna have to spend some time grinding off camera. I know the general rule of thumb is to be like level 20 going into Act 2, 30 in Act 3, 40 in Act 4, 50 in Act 5. So a couple levels under that. Granted, we're on normal, so you can usually be okay a couple levels under. And we've been okay. I mean, Hubernax was hard for sure. And the esophager wasn't easy. He did kill Velm, but it wasn't too bad. Should probably get out my map for this part, because I know this is kind of a maze. Yeah, I can already see that you really have to take a pretty specific path here. Wow, look at this. We have 4 different enemies. I was just talking about how I wish we could have that. Also, look, we got some cool new armor. I always forget that it changes. It changes their appearance. That's a nice little touch that not enough games do. I'm glad to see this game does. I always find it disappointing when I put new armor on and you just look the same. But with older games, you know, it was a little more excusable. So I feel like this was probably a pretty, you know, big thing for when it came out. As a lot of the games that it's like kind of imitating, I don't think did that. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't play like the, you know, I played a little bit of Dragon Quest 1, but that was in, the battles were in first person. So I don't know about the other, you know, those Dragon Quest like 2 through 4, which I think this game was inspired by. Let's, guess I can top us off. Elm's got nothing else to do. There we go. But get Mipsy a level? Nice. Getting some good experience, 455. So we'll go ahead and keep going on that casting haste. So from the map here, it looks like we could go down this path and we'll be fine. This part would be annoying without a map because you really have to do a lot of trial and error to figure out which way to go here. This part is just called Fairyland, I guess. So let's go down. Where do we want to go? Over here. See, now you got to go to the left, which you wouldn't expect. And then we got to go down, and it's not too far actually. So you can kind of breezing through this area. I'm just worried, you know, about our level because I'm not going in hunting mode at all. So I don't think this first boss will be an issue or anything because, like I said, I don't think you even have to get her down fully because I'm pretty sure she runs away at like half health or something. So it won't be a problem for a little bit, but eventually I might reach a point where I need to grind between episodes, which is fine. I just prefer not to do that. That's always my least favorite thing, which is always in general like turned me off from a lot of JRPGs. And even now that I'm like getting into them more, I am tending to gravitate towards ones where you don't have to grind. Like I always played Pokemon a lot growing up, and to me anyway, Pokemon is not grindy at all. I never grind in Pokemon. I pick, you know, I usually will like plan out the Pokemon I'm going to use, and I pick them up at their earliest availability, and I just play normally with them. I never would sit there and grind them up to the level of my current team or anything like that. From what I've read online, that's kind of the opposite of what a lot of people do. A lot of people seem to consider Pokemon a very grindy game because, you know, they will get a new Pokemon and then they will sit there and grind until it is the same level as the rest of their party. which, is fair to do. But yeah, I just never, I never had the patience to just sit there battling wild Pokemon like that. I just put them in the front of my party for the next battles or whatever. So yeah, to me, Pokemon is never very grindy. And so just in general, I would just steer clear of pretty grindy games. But I found that like a lot of the games I'm going back to, a lot of like the classic JRPGs that have held up over time have held up probably, in part because they aren't very grindy. Like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger are some of the most highly regarded, and they're not very grindy at all. So the fallen angel laughs, her voice a crystal note in the air. You truly think you can get past me, she says. At least you will provide an interesting challenge, after all the puny fairies I've already killed since I came back to this place. She crouches, then leaps at you. But yeah, like Persona, for example, is not grindy at all. There's another game I was just thinking of, but I can't think of it now. But yeah, a lot of the Final Fantasies in general that I've played aren't very grindy. I think some of the earlier ones were. Go ahead and do that. I'm not even worried about like slowing her or anything, because like I said, I don't think we even have to get her fully down. She's just gonna run away. Come on. Load in. Dang. The only RPG I can think of that was like pretty grindy that I still really liked was Earthbound. Which, I mean, it was grindy by my standards. By a lot of people's standards, maybe it's not even very grindy. You actually have to get her down pretty far, I guess. But she's pretty easy. But yeah, I really love Earthbound. I played through Mother 1 on this channel, and I played through the version that cut down on a lot of the grind, because that game is super grindy. I tried to play Earthbound Beginnings when it came out on Wii U, which, is the same as Mother 1. That's just Mother 1's the Japanese name. Earthbound Beginnings is the title it got here. But it was so grindy in that original version, so I'm very glad. I think I played what was called the 25th Anniversary Edition, which really cut out a lot of the grind and made it a lot more enjoyable for me. Maybe you do just have to defeat her. I thought you only had to get her down to a certain level of health. But maybe she just has like more HP next time or something. I'm not sure. This could kill her. Nope. 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 Wow, everyone's missing. Literally every single person missed on that one. Come on. I guess just attack. I don't know. Yep. All right. So you do just have to actually kill her. I swear. Yeah, I guess my memory just betrayed me on that one. The fallen angel cries out in anguish as the final strike lands. Her wings shrivel and her skin turns to ash, revealing a dark, skeletal, evil form. The shape falls through a gap in the clouds and bursts into flames, finally crashing into the ocean far below. The way before you lies open now, and in the distance you see something rising through the clouds. The Bridge of Mist. And we got the Focusing Wand and the Bow of Strength. So let's see. Focusing Wand, ooh, not good. Direct damage -2. Definitely don't want that. Bow of Strength. Increased bow damage is -2. So that's also not good. Whoops. Will the 4 increase in damage make up for it? I don't know. The only other thing we gain is the shockwave. I'm gonna have to pass. Probably will buy the next bow upgrade for Talenia though, so we can get our multiple targets back. But we can deal with that for a little bit here. Nope, we got somebody here. Villaria. So much for going that way. What happened to the Bridge of Mist? It was destroyed by a huge evil beast of some kind. I don't know what it was. It almost looked like an angelpuss, but an angelpuss would never do something so awful. So that's one of the avatars you get from Neoquest 2 is defeating that boss. Who are you? Nobody really, just a fairy trying to make her way back to the city. But with the Bridge of Mist gone, I don't know how I'll get there. Why don't you just fly there? Are you crazy? There's dark fairies everywhere, and they're watching the skies very carefully. The only safe way to get anywhere is to walk. If you call getting attacked by creatures every other step safe. Okay, we're trying to get to Fairy City 2. Is there any other path? Well, she looks off to the south. There's one way. We have to go into the underclouds. What are the underclouds? We fairies don't talk about them much, but the underclouds are a place hidden deep within the clouds that you can normally see up here. Strange creatures and dark fairies live there, but they've always kept to themselves. There's even a rumor that there's some kind of city down there, but nobody has gone to look has ever returned. I think there might be a path through there that lets you get to Fairy City, but I don't know. But it's probably your only choice. Thanks for your help. No problem. And hey, if you go into the underclouds, I might decide to follow at a safe distance. Once you hardy adventurers have dealt with all the nasties that live down there. We didn't get the other dialogue choice, but that's okay. I probably could talk to her again, but I'm not too concerned about it. It's probably just some one line. Alright, so we'll go down here. I do remember this area. Got some dark clouds. Yeah, so there's two avatars in Fairyland. I think there's only two. One for beating the angelpuss, and one for beating the Psy Bunny that's like a robot. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, you get an avatar for beating one of those also. And they'll probably start appearing somewhat soon. I don't remember exactly where. Got a winged Noil now. It must be a pet. I don't really remember it. There's so many pets. And I used to be like pretty good with their names, but I don't remember them too much now. I can remember most of the I think I can remember all of the regular Neopet names. Maybe some that I have trouble with, like some of the newer ones. Not that there's a lot of newer ones. But yeah, pets. I remember the big ones that are used a lot, but I don't remember a lot of them. I used to play the Defenders of Neopia game a lot, which required you to know all of their names. I remember going back and trying it though, after I had been gone for a long time, and it was so much harder because I just couldn't remember a lot of the pet names. That game is one of the many that are gone now. I mean, the majority of games are gone. There's only like 7 or 8 that are playable right now. So they said though, I was reading, I don't know what it was, like a blog post or something, an article, where they had talked about it, they being the Neopets team. And they said that they are planning to convert pretty much any game that gets even very few plays. But there are some games that get 0 or almost 0 plays, and those ones they probably won't convert. So I gotta wonder what they are. I'm guessing, honestly, since I've been gone from the site for so long, and I missed a lot of games that were added and stuff. Just because I've been on and off with the site so much. Should probably look up the map here. I'm guessing whatever those games are, I probably am not even aware of, unless they are some games. Unless they are older, maybe I played them a couple of times back in the day. But I think most of the games that I remember and play probably had some plays and whatever ones didn't get any plays, they're probably fine to just let them go. You know, there's always going to be like that one person that's like, oh man, that was my favorite game. But, you know, who knows? I mean, maybe if there's not that many of them, you know, once they get everything settled, they can go back and even get those games. But, I think it's fair of them to say that, you know, the ones that are getting like basically none, they're not going to convert. The only thing I'm concerned about is just the timeline, because, you know, obviously, yeah, it's May right now, so we're 5 months into the death of Flash, and you know they've been working on this conversion way longer than those 5 months, and we still only have like 8 games to show for it. So unless they're like just doing it all in a big batch and releasing them all at once, like I'm doing for this playthrough right now, then I don't know. It seems like it's going to take a very long time. I think it'll be really disappointing to a lot of people if, you know, the next time they release games, there's only like 2 or 3 of them. If they release like a good, like even like 20 to 30, I think people would be pretty happy with that. At least I would be. Not that I even play the games a lot anyway, but as it stares at you nervously as you approach. Who are you? What do you want? Don't hurt me. We won't hurt you. We're adventurers, helping to fight against the invasion. Oh, well, that's good, I suppose. I've been stuck down here for days because of all the monsters and evil fairies roaming around. Why are you down here in the underclouds? I was searching for, well, it's silly, I guess, but I was searching for the lost fairy city of Cumulonimbus. Legend says it's somewhere in the underclouds, but I haven't been able to find it. Not that I've had a lot of time to search since I've been stuck here. Where have you searched so far? I started in the northwest, where you came from. I didn't get very far. If Cumulonimbus does really exist, then it'd be somewhere off to the southeast. But these evil stone clouds are blocking the path. You'd have to go around the southwest first, I guess. Good luck finding it. Hope you can get past all these monsters. Okay. This is a pretty big area. So we're going to be doing a lot of walking here. And it looks like our next destination will be Cumulonimbus. All right, let's see. Let's do my shields. But yeah, even though I don't really play the games very much, it's still nice like knowing that they're there and available to play. And there were some avatars I was still sometimes working on. You know, I was going for those avatars. Extreme Potato Counter 2, for example, was one I always wanted to get. It was very hard though. Like the cutoff for that avatar basically would get you a gold trophy every month. I can't remember if I ended up getting Math's Nightmare or not. I was trying a few times before the site went down. I don't think I got it. I'll have to check on that. I'm afraid to check now because it's hard to get back to Neoquest 2. I usually just have to go to the webpage directly. I'm sure you could search it, but just you never know when it's going to bring you back, or when it's going to bring you to the converted site, and then when it's going to bring you back to this version of the site. All right, we got 4 enemies this time. At least we're getting some good experience still, so hopefully we can get back at a decent level pretty quickly. From what I remember, like I remember beating normal mode at like 55. So like I don't know if that's a real memory. Because I mean I would have, like the last time I played normal mode, I mean it would have been literally like probably like 2006 or 2007, like 14, 15 years ago. So like there's not really any way I could feasibly remember what level I was. But I just have like this feeling I was like around 55. I did do normal mode twice around that time because I did it on my main account and then that got frozen, and then I did it on my new account. So at least one of the times I think I was like around 55. I think Jelly Neo recommends 58 for the last boss. It's not really like you can do it under leveled because there's not that worry like when you're playing on insane difficulty where like you can't die, because if you die, like that's it. You don't have that worry with normal mode. You can always just try again, so it's not really a huge deal. Let's see, on the map here, trying to find the most efficient path. I think would be going up and then down. Either way, we have to go out of the way a little bit. It's not really a direct path. All right, well, we are coming up to Cumulonimbus, so I think I'm going to stop here today. So next time we will keep going. I think the next boss will be Angelpuss, if I am remembering correctly. Yes. Oh, it's actually Devilpuss. Okay, so Angelpuss is the pet, and this is the boss version of it. Okay. So yeah, that'll be in Cumulonimbus. So we should get there next episode for sure. And then we will continue on. And like I said, this is the last act, so we are in the end game. We're almost there. So thank you for watching this and sticking with me on this journey. And I am excited to reach the end here. So I will see you guys next time to continue that. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.